Okay, so the current standings right now is Putro's in 4th, I'm in 3rd, Dedi's 2nd, Peppen's winning. You know, it's not really me. Usually I'm pretty much at the top, you know, as it comes to the end, but this year the guys have gotten a lot better, and this competition's gotten tougher, and I'm doing other things, and it's really come down to the crunch this time. I think I heard Kelly say this: you treat your loss like a win, and just treat your lose it like a win like a loss, and a loss like a win, and that's the best way to treat it. Keeps your mind even, because it's like a war, you know what I mean? And you lose one battle doesn't mean you're going to lose a war. You get ready for the next battle. You know, this year there's been times where I've partied before my heats when I shouldn't have. Times when I've, you know, used an experimental board in a heat when I probably shouldn't have. You know, it cost me a heat. Times where I've gone and tried airs and not made them, and it's cost me a heat. But you know, at the end of the day, I'm doing that for a reason. You know what I mean? I'm experimenting and trying for a reason. I want to keep in with the times and not get stale. You know what I mean? I want to stay fresh. Just like any guy who can, like Dane or Geordie. You know, like they boost in their heats, and sometimes big names can't come back because they just don't know how to do it, and they've been schooled. You know, and I believe it's worth the gamble to keep trying bigger and better things in your heats. Yeah, so next year I'm gonna have a little break from the ISE and you know, give the QS a crack, and pretty much gonna spend my whole travel budget on the QS next year and see how I go. I'm gonna roll the dice, you know, and because I'm pretty dialed in with my equipment now, and there's 1,000 people who do the QS. You know, I see the ISE as being practice for the QS for sure. Like, we get waves that are so bad sometimes, and boys are still popping airs and stuff. And you know, you watch the QS that just happened in Japan, and they're not surfing much better than we are. In fact, they're not. You know, I've seen the footage, and they're not. The waves are really bad, but I'm 100% sure that our boys can do the same in that shit surf.